Hey guys, and welcome to this new video of learning and mastering Symfony 3. So in this video we'll learn how we can upload a file in Symfony and validate it so that we can upload just the image. But before doing that, let me just share with you this. So here as we see that I don't know if you notice it or not, but in Symfony when we create a new form, especially in this new version, all the files are required. So if we want to see, for example, in here, let's inspect element, and if we go, for example, to description, for example, we see here required true, also in this log required. So basically in every one of those input. But if we see its title, we see that there is no required. Why? Because I tell Symfony that in this input I want to disable required or to make it false. So how did I do that? First, go to the controller, not controller, in our folder form, the post type, and here you can add this. So add, as we see, or as we say, it has a second parameter which is an array of basically every other feature of an input. So here we put required equal false and trim equal true. So if you don't know what trim is, trim basically it deletes this space. If we put, for example, a space in the first or a space in the end, trim it deleted. So now if I would just copy and paste basically this in every other of those input, so just here and also here, save, go now and refresh, and we will see that every one of this input will have like a required false. And other thing, I made this input in the middle of the page. So let me just see here, maybe I forget some. And submit, no. Let's save and check again. So as I said, I made this form in the middle, so I just like do this add this class in Bootstrap mx auto. This means margin auto, and I also made the call just 6 and margin auto. So now if we go back to our form and check if he is still in a required true, so let's inspect element, and now if we see, we should find that required false. See, no required in here, also in slug, URL, and every other one of this input. So now if we hit save, we will see the message of this block or this input is empty, or should not be empty. See, input should not be empty, and this one is for the validator, not blank, that we did in the previous video. So now let's go and see how we can upload a video in Symfony. So if we see here in this form, we have this included form or the other form that we add, and this URL, its type or its text file. So now let's change it to file type. So let's go to the form, you just close this, go to the form and image file, and here, because we leave it by default, and by default it's text file, so let's use, or let's tell Symfony that this is a image file, so we need to use the library. So we'll just paste it in from here and copy it in here and change that to type file. or file type. So now let's use it. File type dot class. Let's save and let's go and check in Chrome. So let's refresh the page, and we see here that it's been it changed from text file to file type. And also now if we click in see source code of the page, we will see that he add two things. So the first thing here in the form, where is the image, here we see that changed type to file, and also he add this encrypt /form data. So he do this to change. And how he do this to change, because in the view we tell him like the form start. If we go and see it in here in create, so this is the reason why he did this, just form start and form. So now let's see how we can accept this data in controller or in this create action specifically. So this we need to do it in here where the form is valid. So let's create a new variable. Let's name it, for example, file, and let's use post. Let's go to our image with the method getImage. Here it is, getImage, and now we are in image. Let's use getURL, and this is the URL. So now we have the file. So now let's use also another variable, so that we stock in it the name of the file. So I will just name it file name, and for the moment we will keep the name as it is, then we will change it later. So let's use file, and there is a function get client origin name. So get client origin name, and now we need to concatenate it with the extension. So let's just use hit for the extension, and there is another method named guess extension. So let's use it, guess extension. Semicolon, and here it's original name. Now we need to move it to add to another folder. So we will use a method or a function, name it move. So let's use it in here. It's in the file and move, and it has two parameters. I will tell you about the first, but second is the file name. So let's put here file name, and the first is the path that he will move this file to it. And to make it like a shared path or a shared folder, we need to go here to the app and configure it in here. So I go to app config.yaml. So, and in here I need to add another parameter, another variable. I will name it, for example, upload directory. So this is just a name, you can name it as you want. And here I need to give it the path of this upload directory, and it needs to be in the web. So let's use it, kernel dot root So basically what this writing mean, here kernel.root-dir, so this it need, or it mean the app folder. So it's like I write the absolute path. So kernel.root-dir, it means the app route. So I go to inside this route or this app, then I go out from it, and then I go to the web, and inside this web I will upload in this upload folder. So let's go here and create the upload. So upload folder, and here it is. So now let's save this. And let's go and see how I can use it in here. So now let's see how I can go to that folder. So with this get parameter, and inside this parameter I need to write the name of the folder, and so I will just go and copy it, and config.yaml, yeah, so basically this name. So I will just go in here and paste it in here. Now I will save, and here if I have, for example, another folder, so I will just use dot, and here slash, for example, post. So now inside this upload folder you will find another folder named post, and inside this post he will move the file, and here I forget to use file because it's a function inside this file. And now let's again update the name to this name. So post dot get image, and now set URL and give it this file name. So because if we didn't do this, he will keep the file name for our machine. For example, in our machine C slash, for example, exam, something like that. But here he will take, or he will put this file. So let's go and test that. So let's go to here. I will just refresh this page, and let's see now. It's still refreshing. So let's test now. We'll title upload, description upload file, slug upload, and here let's do an image. Let's see if I have some image in here. I'm not sure if I have one. So let's do this, for example, and here Unsplash, because I download image from the Unsplash website and keep it not active. So let's save now, and we will see what we have or what we get. Here it tell me file not exist because I didn't here in post I didn't create this. So if you want to put it, for example, in post, go to here to the web. Where is the web? Yeah, and inside this upload create another one, name it post. Here it is. Now everything is saved. Let's go back and check. Go back. Now let's click on save again and see what we will have. And after saving the post, it's it create or it adds successfully. And be careful to the size of image. It must be not big. I think not bigger than 20 mega, I think. So but now if we go to the bottom in here, we see that the image we can't see the image, but let's check if it's uploaded correctly. So let's go here to in our web folder. I will just close this. Let's go to the web folder in post, and see in here we found or the image is moved successfully. And to make the image appear, it's very simple. Let's go to our image. So I will just now close the web. Let's go to a resource posts, I think. Yeah, I think it's index. And in image file here we use asset. Let's close it in here, and in this asset we will do like in the path. So it's in the upload, and inside upload in post. We'll just go and check if that's what I named them. Yeah, upload with S, and what's that? Upload with S and post. Yeah, post slash. And now we need to use concatenation, and here in Twig it's not with dot but with this symbol. So let's save, let's go back and refresh. Now when I refresh, I see that those old image won't show up, and the last one that we just upload, it show perfectly, or it show good. That's normal because we change in source of the image. So I think this is all for this video, and see you next.